Guys, what's going on? It's Rick with Rick's Toy Room, and as promised, I told you once the G cases got here, we'd crack them open, and well, we have them here. We've got 2 giant boxes from Entertainment Earth. There's 8 cases of Hot Wheels in here. It's 4 cases of the Mainline's G case, and it should be 4 cases of the Series 2 or second release of Pop Culture. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first small box has 2 cases of G. Both say GLK, so those are 2 assortments. I want to get into the other box first. Oh yeah, we have another G case, another G case, and what should be Pop Culture. We will find out. There's 2 of those, and 2 of those. So what we're going to do on this video is I'm going to go ahead and crack one of the boxes of the Pop Culture. We'll crack one of the G cases. Then I'm actually going to put the rest of this on Facebook Marketplace with all the extra loose mainline cases that I've got. And if they don't sell by this weekend, we'll start doing videos of cracking those open, see if we get any supers. So, with that, I'm going to 56J, 2351. I don't know what we're going to crack here. Alright, they all have the exact same case stamps and codes. So they all definitely came out of the same factory. Let's get into it. I am on PTO rest of the week, though I am going into town tomorrow to see some friends for lunch. Yeah, we got plenty of things to do this weekend. We have some cool stuff. All right, let's do it. First and foremost, we have the red Deadpool scooter. So we've got 2 of those bad boys in here. Next up is new to the premium line. It is the old school 1979 Dodge Ram van. Check that bad boy out. That's nice. All right, this is one that I was looking for a little bit. I waited on it. I didn't spend the money to buy it. The Ford Super Deluxe Back to the Future poop car. I forget if someone opened this, if the poop comes out, if the car looks fine underneath. Then, shockingly, we've got, which actually may do something later on in value, we picked up the 66 Dodge A100 Masters of the Universe with He-Man fighting Skeletor on Panther. This might actually, pick up in some popularity soon with the Masters of the Universe movie that has obviously started filming. And then last but not least, the Gran Turismo Nissan Skyline GTR. This is actually a pretty nice car. I don't remember if I picked this one up the last time it came out, or if this is a new, release. But I know they did a Pop Culture Gran Turismo. I've got one of them, so that is really cool. I'm gonna pull my set out for me. I'll put the rest of these in the box, and then, like I said, the rest of these boxes will go up on Facebook Marketplace and or eBay tonight, and we'll try to get those flipped. Whoop. Car's down. Luckily that landed on the padding. I need me an old school van. I do like the weight on most of these. They remind me of the old Volkswagen VW drag bus. Alright, so there is the Pop Cultures. We'll get those out of the way. We'll pick this one back up. That was my Back to the Future van. Didn't mess up the car. I'm going to need to get some more flipping Pop Culture classic premium cases to put all these cars in. I still have a stack of premiums that I don't have in Protex. I've just been preoccupied with other things to buy them. Okay, so with that, we know exactly what's in these 3 cases. There was no chases in the pop culture, so we don't need to open those. They'll be taken to the next toy show. Hopefully I'll be able to sell them there. All right. Now we have our choices of 4 different G cases. The question is, what do we pull from? It's not really going to matter. We have the same odds mostly. I'm going to take the one that had a little bit of a dinged up corner. Primarily because I'm going to liquidate these cases that I open. So it's got a little bit of a dinged up corner and the cards are a little bent inside. At the cost that I'm going to liquidate them for most people aren't going to care. I'm going to get them up on Facebook Marketplace tonight so that I've got all weekend to try to sell them. Hopefully I can get some, like maybe some, I don't know, kids groups or people that are going to be doing Easter egg hunts buying these so they can give them out to the kids. Because, I mean, I'm going to sell them for 50 cents a car. Maybe less, depending on how many they want to buy. All right, so I do know sort of what we're looking for. We are looking for the birthday cake is the treasure hunt, and the Porsche rally car is the super hunt. Ooh, I finally figured out what I was doing this time. So we know what we're looking for. And I already see some cool stuff that I probably am going to like. So let's just pull out the middle like I normally do and see what we got. All right, the 92 Ford Mustang, the Datsun, and the Monster Dairy Delivery. Do believe we saw all of these in the F case when we opened those. Yeah, man, there's our... Dude, look at this card. Look at the crease on that. Jeez, oh Pete's. All right, that was the Audi Avant, the Diora 3, and the Amaru GTC. I think the Amaru is new. I don't recall seeing that one. So there's those. And then the Chevy C10 in black, the Custom 53 Cadillac, and the BMW absolutely all came out of the F case. We've seen these already. Nothing super spectacular. This one is just a repeat, though it's recarded. We have the Mine Cart from Minecraft, which again, probably be popular right now with the Minecraft movie being out. The Roger Dodger and the Salt Shaker. So still nothing super new. Alright, so the good news is, right off the bat, there's the treasure hunt. I'll take that. Thank you very much. That'll go on the wall. I love the color on this Challenger. Here's the Bentley Continental and the 71 Dodge Challenger. I'll probably keep one of each of those for myself. And then a new McLaren, a new model. This one's brand new. And then Audi. So the McLaren, actually both these are brand new. These are 2025 first editions or new for 25. The McLaren and the Ford Model A Custom. I actually like that. I'll take that for myself. Fun part about buying the case is you take whatever the hell you want. Another Snoopy, the new paint scheme for the Monster High Ghoulmobile and the Datsun 240Z. We've already seen the Datsun. Obviously, we've seen that, and we've seen Snoopy a couple times in the last few years. The repaint on the Monster High is not bad, and honestly, I kind of like the cherry blossoms on that Datsun. I think I pulled that last case, though. I have to go see what I've got. Actually, I'm going to take that variant of the Monster High, too. I think I had pulled that last time. All right, this one's not a new release, but it is a repaint. It is the Buns of Steel. Pretty confident I have that one already. Another Model A and another Chevy. That is the 83 Silverado in the baby blue. I'm going to pull that just because, well, it's the Silverado. I don't need a Buns of Steel, and I don't need a Ford model again. All right, this one is new. I'm going to pull that one, or maybe it's not. Crate Racer. It is not a new for 25, so this is not a first edition. It has been out before. Same with the Ultimate T-Rex Transporter. I think I have this in the first time this was released with the Netflix Let's Race. And then we have the Power Wheels Dune Racer, which we did hijack out of the F case, or maybe it was the E case. Last time those came in. Man, a lot of these cards are really banged up. Okay. So we have the Chevy Blazer Custom, The tuned Liberty Walk and the Alpha Pursuit. I'm not a fan of the tuned cars. I've said this on this channel many, many times before. I could really care less about the Nissan Skyline tunes. I'm sure someone will buy it because it's a Skyline. The Gas Monkey Corvette, the Mercury Skyline, Cyclone, and the Custom Kia. I do believe the Custom Kia was last in the last box. The Cyclone and the Gas Monkey, really slick. I do believe I have these from the F case. I'm going to put them aside just in case, and if I do, I'll throw them back in the box. I'm getting to a point where I don't need like 50 of every single type of car, unless they're the Batmobiles or some of the crossovers. Here is two new ones for the G case and for 2025. The first edition Morgan Super 3. Actually, the other one's not. Then we have the Honda CB750 Cafe motorcycle. I'm going to keep it because it's a motorcycle. Obviously, I have a slight affection for those. And the Rapid Pulse. We've seen this a few times. This is now like the third color variant in less than 2 years. Nothing else on top of the case. All right, so let's pop the cardboard. Let's get to the bottom half. And let's hope for the Porsche Rally Super. All right, we're going to go right to the far back end. Survey says stuff we've already seen. The Skyline, the Gas Monkey, and the McLaren. I think I pulled a McLaren already. Did I pull the McLaren last time I said I was going to pull the McLaren? Yes, I did, so we'll put that back in the pile of things to go back in the box. And then... All right, a new cut, or another paint job of the Custom 53 Cadillac, which, like I said, I think this came in the F case, but was the dark blue? The Quick Bite we've seen a few times. This is now Fajitas El Segundo. For those of you that don't get the reference, El Segundo is where Mattel headquarters is in California. And a new color variant of the Batman Brave and Bold Batmobile. Now, I just picked one of these up the other day, coming home from Publix. Publix all received G cases last Saturday, and they put them out. They were almost all hit and gone. I just happened to pick up a few cars out of there while I was there. New for 25, the Amuro GT. We've already saw that one today. The Pixel Shaker, not a big deal. Really, I'm not a kind of like the fact that I made the Pixel Shaker, very into the Bone Shaker. 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata Legends Tour winner. I don't recall if I pulled this one yet. For some reason, I feel that I have not. This might be new to the G case. I will have to double check my stash. All right, we're getting there. Next pile. Ooh, now this is a badass car. Okay, so we've already seen the Kia a couple times. This was in the F case. The 92 Ford Mustang. I do like this color scheme. The black and the gray, we saw that earlier. This one I'm yanking for myself. 67 Shelby GTO in the white. Ah, such a beautiful, beautiful looking car. I love me the Mustangs. Okay, now they're just teasing me. We picked up another Challenger, which this one's got kind of a dinged up hang tab. Another Jeep Scrambler in the black and orange. I'll put that aside, see if Autumn needs them. I'm sending her a shipment of ducks here soon. But that is not the Super, and that's why I said they're teasing me. The Purple Passion, which in the white, I really do kind of like that car. We had some fall over, so let's keep digging. I'm trying not to look. I'm trying to be just as surprised as the rest of you. The Big Air Bel Air. They put some big thickums on it. It's kind of a nice looking car. Another one of the Chevy C10s in the black and gold. Again, I like that color scheme. You know how I am with my Detroit Muscle. The Dodge Dart in purple. I think I pulled this out of the F case. Again, I'll confirm. I've got all my F case still sitting on the kitchen table right now. Okay, now here's one that I know a lot of people are looking for. I'm keeping this one for myself because I don't have it yet, and I actually like the paint job. So, not this one. I could not care much for the small block, but here's the Nissan Skyline GT in the black with that 90s paint scheme. Like, oh, and those rims. Bruh. She's dirty. She's dirty. I like it. I may have to crack the other boxes just to open this one. I don't open my Hot Wheels that often, but I may open that one and race it around my desk a little bit. Another one of the Chevys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got about 6 more pulls out of here. And nothing we haven't already seen. The Hoto Roto, I know that was in the F. The Batman Brave and the Bold. Another one of the Rapid Response. Alright. We've already seen all 3 of these. The Pixel Shaker, the Dodge Dart, and that Audi. Which I'm not a fan of, the Audis. Okay, before I pull any more out of here, we have 3 more pulls, including this one. This one has a new DMC DeLorean, which mine. We have the Fast and the Furious Chevy El Camino. Kind of slick. I like it. I'll take it. Another one of the small blocks. We're down to the last 6 cars in the case. So let's hope one of these 3 is the Super, or one of these 6 are the Super. Survey says, all right, we hit another Diora, another Jeep, and another Shelby. Seeing the Jeeps 2 in a case right now are nice, considering that on the F case there was only 1 per case. I'll put the Shelby back. I already have 1 Shelby. All right, last 3. So if it's not here, we didn't get it. Survey says you suck. Okay, Formula Solar. There is the Porsche Rally, but not the Super Hunt. That totally sucks. Totally sucks. And then the last car in the case was good old Optimus Prime, which I am pulling. I am going to stockpile all of the Optimuses. Grumble. Total bummer. All right, so there we have it. Spent 16 minutes. We just tore through a new Pop Culture Series 2 case. We just went through 1 of 4 G cases that I have in inventory. There were no F1 cars in this. I thought there were going to be the F1s here. Maybe they're in the H case. There is a 3rd F1 that is coming out. It's the Mercedes F1. So that will be out with the F cases. I'm going to keep stockpiling Optimus Primes. I talked to Brandon earlier in this week, and he's going to sell me his Optimuses. So I'll have some more Optimuses for my collection. I'm going to put all these away. I know he wants that Skyline. I'm not giving it to him until I crack these open because I need one for my collection. So if I don't sell these this weekend, then I'll crack them, and then he can get some Skylines off me. Though he gets first dibs at the store, so not feeling too heartbroken if I don't crack one or give him one. All right. With that, I'm going to go ahead and throw all these back in the box. I'm going to text Brandon, let him know that I have some G cases. I don't know if he wants to buy a G case. I doubt that he will. There really weren't that many new cars in G. Most of the stuff that pulled out of here has been in other cases. So, I don't know why my printer's sounding funny. It's just loading filament. Okay. So, that's it, guys. As always, like, subscribe, follow. Let me know what you liked out of this case, what you're looking forward to upcoming. And again, if we don't sell these, we'll crack them open and find out if we get any supers in it. Well, we also do know that anybody that does buy one of these 3 cases now went from a 1 in 4 chance to a 1 in 3 chance. Well, I guess not, because they're 1 in every 18 cases, 12 cases. So their odds really aren't much better. The fact that I opened one and there wasn't not one in here. So, all right, that's it. I'm going to pack up and I'm going to get going. Jay and Silent Bob was released on Call of Duty. Now, I don't like the fact that Call of Duty went Fortnite. I don't like the idea of digital Barbie. The skins do nothing for you, but it's Jay and Silent Bob. Fly, fat ass, fly. Snoochie boochies. Later.